Are you tired of feeling stuck, constantly battling the same inner demons? What if the parts of you you've been running from, the doubts, the fears, the regrets, weren't enemies at all, but sacred teachers? It's time to stop fighting your shadows and start listening to them. Because inside every wound lies the blueprint of your evolution. In this video, we will explore how to uncover your hidden potential, the gifts buried in your pain, and how to turn your deepest struggles into unstoppable strength. This isn't about escaping your darkness. It's about becoming whole, beyond the veil of obstacles. What if your biggest frustrations weren't blocks, but invitations? The moments that break you down often contain the exact energy required to rebuild you stronger. The anger that once consumed you may hold the spark of your passion. The fear that froze you could be the same force that teaches courage. And the shame that silenced you might reveal your greatest empathy. These are your shadow gifts, the hidden strengths born from adversity. They show up as emotional triggers, recurring struggles, or insecurities that seem impossible to shake. But beneath them, there's always a gift waiting to be claimed. The question is, are you willing to look beyond the veil long enough to find it? Mapping your inner landscape. To uncover these gifts, you must journey inward, not to escape, but to understand. This begins with honest introspection. Take a few quiet moments each day to ask yourself, what emotions do I avoid the most? When do I feel smallest, and why? What do I constantly criticize in others that might reflect something within myself? Write your answers down. Don't judge, just observe. This is the challenge to gift exercise. Next to every painful experience, write what it taught you, even if that lesson took years to surface. Maybe your heartbreak taught you empathy. Maybe your failures taught you persistence. Maybe your criticism of others helped you build self-love. This process links the shadow to the light, transforming memory into wisdom. As you do this, notice patterns that keep repeating in your life. They're not punishment, they're messages. Cycles repeat until we extract their meaning. Once we do, they dissolve. Integrating the unseen. Insight alone isn't transformation, integration is. It's one thing to recognize your shadow gifts. It's another to live from them. Begin with presence. When an old emotion rises, anxiety, guilt, anger, pause, breathe. Instead of trying to fix it, simply witness it. Say to yourself, I see you. You're trying to protect me. And from this awareness, your relationship with your inner world begins to change. Affirmations can help anchor this new perspective. My past does not define me. It refines me. Every emotion I feel is a messenger, not a threat. I'm becoming the harmony of all my parts. Pair these with movement, walking meditations, deep breathing, mindful stretching. Your body remembers what your mind forgets. So let each step, each breath reinforce your new identity. Consistency matters more than perfection. Small daily choices, to stay conscious instead of reactive, are what transform awareness into embodiment. Activating your latent superpowers. Once you've begun integrating your shadows, you'll notice something incredible. Your energy changes. What once drained you now fuels your purpose. What once silenced you now gives you a voice. These are your latent superpowers, the practical expressions of your shadow gifts. Empathy becomes leadership. Sensitivity becomes intuition. Resilience becomes unstoppable momentum. But here's the truth. Transformation is rarely comfortable. The moment you begin rising, your old patterns fight hard to pull you back. You may question your worth, your progress, even your identity. This is resistance, the guardian at the threshold. Don't fight it. Face it with curiosity. Every step forward asks you to release something old, an outdated belief, a toxic habit, a false story about who you are. The more you let go, the more space you create for your light to emerge. I know about this firsthand. I've experienced the gauntlet of transformation. The ups and downs, the pain, fear, and uncertainty, the peace, love, and understanding that only comes from growth. This process was completely necessary for my old self to die, so that I could be reborn. The path is tough, make no mistake about it. It's so easy to give up on, to change direction. But I stayed the course, and what emerged was beautiful. My evolution is ongoing, a work in progress, but the hardest part is over. The change that has taken hold is permanent, and I'm grateful to have learned these lessons. Remember, what you've survived is your certification. Your pain prepared you for your purpose, your transformed future. So what happens once you've embraced your shadow and claimed its power? You begin to move through life with a new kind of clarity. You no longer react, you respond. You no longer chase validation, you embody authenticity. Keep reflecting, keep adapting. Growth isn't linear, it's cyclical, like the moon, like the tides, like transformation itself. Build connections with those who understand your path. A community that sees your wholeness, not just your highlights. In the 8th house, we rise together, not by escaping our darkness, but by learning to dance with it. And as you integrate your shadows, you'll notice the ripple effect. Your peace begins to influence others. Your courage inspires change. Your authenticity gives others permission to be real. That's the power of shadow work. That's the power of conscious evolution. You are not broken. You are becoming. And your shadow was never your enemy. It was the map home to your power.